And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is off target. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who's supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's MURDY creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us, keep up to date with our daily photos, and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on the website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. Also, be sure to join our Discord server. The link is in the top of the description below. On our Discord server, you guys get first access to new products. That's a place where we have discussions about the prototyping, behind the scenes. I showcase what we're working on, what's coming down the pike. I get people's feedback on designs and see what they like and what they don't like. So if you want to be a little more involved in the upcoming process of who's and what we're making, definitely go join our Discord server. The link is in the top of the description, and it does help us, and we do a lot of stuff there, so check that out. All right, so today we are talking about before I jump into the topic, Before I jump into the topic, if you are interested in our gator leather, don't walk to the website, run and go get your gator leather. It is a special edition. We are running out of it. I mean, it's not out yet, but it is selling quick, and it's selling well, and people really like it. We probably, hopefully, maybe we'll bring it back at some point in the future, but that could be a while, and it's a little bit of a complicated process to bring it back in hindsight. So it probably will come back if we do run out, but I don't know when. It could be a long time. And we do have some of it left, though. So if you wanted something in gator, go check it out. It's great. It's a special great leather. If you want to know more about how the gator is made, go to the previous podcast, and I talk more about that in that episode. So definitely go check out the gator if you're interested. So today we're talking about being off target. Now, for those of you who've been paying attention and watching the podcast for a while, you know that we've been working on specifically trying to get our profitability up, especially during this slow season, and mostly because of liquidity issues, but also in part because we want to be able to showcase profit to both the bank and to all of the other interested parties. And mostly, I'm one of those interested parties. I'd like to be able to prove that the company actually can be profitable. And doing it during a slow season is incredibly an enormous task, but doing it during a slow season also means that it's something that's possible all year round, right? Because if we can do it now, we can do it at any time. That being said, as part of our goals for doing this, we had some pretty strict and specific and high targets. One of those was a relatively high revenue target in sales. Another one was a low marketing budget spend, something about 20 to 25% down from what we were previously spending, and getting our fixed costs down quite a bit as well, including our all of the pieces that go into that. Now, the good news is this: after doing a deep analysis of our fixed costs over the last year, we've actually been doing really well on that topic specifically, even better than I'd previously anticipated, which is good because the fixed cost, as I talked about previously, has a 3x multiplier at least to get the rest of the, to cover that and the rest of the things, right? Marketing makes up a huge part of our spend. Cost of goods sold makes up a huge part of our spend. So fixed costs are a big part of the problem as well. But when we talk about overall the elements of what we're trying to accomplish, one of the big pieces was the high sales goal and the low marketing spend. Now, to make up for the difference in that marketing spend, we, as you might have noticed, have been doing more aggressive launches of new products. We've been bringing things out that we've wanted to talk about for a while that we haven't. We've been doing more emails, more text messages, things like that to really get our base engaged. And those of you who listen to the podcast, you guys are some of our most engaged base members. So thank you so much for your participation in this. And you guys are part of an elite few. I will admit that I thought the podcast, when I first started it years ago, was going to be this great big thing. And it has turned into this beautiful small family of people who are paying attention and paying attention closely. And so I am grateful, deeply grateful for those of you who listen to the podcast. That being said, one of the things about we're halfway through the month now. We're a little over halfway through the month. And so one of the issues that has come into play is that we are under budget. We are under target for our sales, I should say. We're actually doing pretty good on our budgets for marketing and our budgets for fixed cost and even for the rest of the labor cost and the cost of goods sold. Everything else we're on target for except for our sales. And we're under by enough that we're getting outside the range of a bulk order. So what I've told Meryl and Anna this whole time is we're going to keep track of it on a daily basis, how far under target we are. But until it's I would say $6,000, I'm not that worried about it. And the reason why is because it would not be out of the question that we would get someone or multiple people who would want maybe $2,000-$3,000 orders or one $6,000 order. That would not be an uncommon thing. And we get one or two of those or three of those every month, right? So in my mind, I'm saying, okay, if we're under target by that much, it's not the end of the world because we may have a big bulk order that'll make up the difference. And we kind of expect that, to be honest, with the big customers that we're bringing on for companies and some of the aggressive outreach that we're working on in that kind of sphere. That's an entire possibility. We are coming right up against that 6,000 right now. We're coming right up against that 6,000 under budget now, or under target. Now, the good news is, when it comes down to it, the Shopify money took a lot of that pressure off. It took a lot of that immediacy and necessary nature of being very profitable off. We can afford to be marginally profitable now, as long as we are marginally profitable. We don't need to be more than 5% or 10% profitable for me to be happy at this point. And frankly, I think, to be honest, the bankers would be pretty happy even if we were 5 or 10% profitable over the course of this next little bit here. Now, accomplishing that obviously is a critical importance, and we do need to continue to get sales in. And we've obviously done a lot of work at the beginning for the first 15 days of the month. I mean, we finished out the BOGO sale for Christmas in July. We launched Gator. We've launched some other things. It's been an ongoing topic of how do we keep people going? How do we keep people interested? We've done back to school. And so we've got a new thing coming up. One of the new things for this week is left-handed week. So you're going to get an email on Monday that's going to be talking about, it's going to be letters from a left-handed person or letters from a lefty. We haven't kind of nailed that down per se, but the letters from a lefty is actually coming from Meryl, my chief operating officer. She's been with the company since the very beginning. She is a left-handed person, and it's been really fun for me to talk with her about some of the strengths and weaknesses of our products for left-handed people and how we can intentionally launch folios for left-handed people, as well as focus on the fact that our journals are really good for left-handed people because they lay flat anyway. So that's an email that's going to be going out. Obviously, Tuesday is going to be the writing tips, and it's probably going to have a left-handed theme to it. Wednesday is going to be in a formal launch of a new product that's a left-handed product, and you'll have to stay tuned for that. If you're on our Discord, you will get to see that probably Tuesday night. Everyone else will see that Wednesday morning in an email. Thursday, the podcast is going to be all about that product and what we've done to work on building that and all of the good things. And obviously, Friday's going to have a recap of some of that stuff. So this is kind of what I'm talking about when I say that we're working on trying to keep people engaged. And that's what this themes of this week is. And we've got another theme for next week. That's going to be an exciting theme. And so as far as it goes, trying to build a theme for the week of cool things is all about an effort to say, how do we get you looking forward to the Murdy Creative Co emails? How do we get it so that you go, I know there's going to be a Murdy Creative Co email today, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And this is kind of an ongoing effort. And I want your guys' help in all of this, by the way. So if you guys have an idea for a cool theme, or you've got an idea for a cool product that you think would be a good fit for us, or you've got an idea of what would get you engaged, what would be something where you'd go, I want to read that email because of this, right? Maybe it's we do something of a random drawing. Maybe we do in the emails, we have a special little gift for someone who clicks on the link in the email and you get entered in a drawing. I don't exactly know what the detail is, but I want to know what you want. So go join our Discord server. It's in the top of the description below, or you can send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co. We'd be happy to talk with you guys. We want to know. We want to hear from you. But the goal, obviously, is for us to get back on target. And I think we can. I mean, we're only halfway through the month, and so there's a lot of month left for us to do better. There's also a lot of month for us to do worse, but I think that that's not going to happen. And overall, I am in high spirits because we have done really well on a lot of our targets. Frankly, hitting 3 out of 4 targets, and they're all really stringent targets, that's pretty good, right? That 4th target's a pretty important one, but being able to hit our cost-saving targets and being able to hit our marketing budget targets is a great start. Cost of goods sold is next, and I'm really hoping that we can make good progress on that. But we'll see. It's been a much more complicated analysis of cost of goods sold than I thought it was going to be, mostly because the cutting process it's a very complicated data analytic type thing, trying to figure out how we're doing on our cutting efficiencies. So that'll probably be a topic, not for this week, but for next week. We'll probably be talking about the cutting analysis. Anyway, I digress. One of the things that I think you also should go check out is I was recently interviewed in a podcast called Christ in All Things. And I did a podcast that was about an hour-long podcast. It was really fun. I talked a lot about the behind the scenes of the company, the value of writing and journaling. So go check that out. It's called Christ in All Things. I was on their podcast. I believe It was either the last episode or 2 episodes ago. I don't exactly know what the frequency was. So go check that out. And I appreciate all of you, like I said, who've been part of the podcast for a while and who've been listening. We've got a lot of good things coming, and you guys are going to be one of the first people to hear about it, especially if you join the Discord server. So thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in on Thursday for that next topic. And don't forget to check that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get notified when we launch new episodes. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, folio, accessory, or anything else we sell, please feel free to contact us on the main page of our website at Murdy Creative Co. You can also contact us via Instagram and Facebook. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals. We'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible, but we do appreciate your patience. If you have a quick question or you want to place an order over the phone, please do feel free to call us at 414-434-9001. We're available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time. You can also text us at that number as well, 414-434-9001. If for whatever reason you'll get a hold of us either during business hours or after hours, please do leave us a voicemail. We'll be happy to return your call as soon as we can. And if you're calling about an order, please include your order number in that voicemail. It should start with the letter S and then be followed by a series of digits. Also, if you want to join our Discord server, the link is in the top of the description. And that Discord server will be a great way to get answers to questions quickly. And there's also other community members who might be able to know the answer as well. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. Both a review on the podcast app, whatever you're listening on, as well as a review on the product if you have one. Go to murdycreative.co/reviews to read all of our reviews. There's also a button there that says leave us a good review. When you click on that, it'll take you to google.com and you'll be able to leave your review right there on Google. That does help our SEO. We are working on actively migrating our Facebook reviews over to Google. It's just a complicated process. If you may notice that there's not as many reviews on Google right now as there is on our Facebook page, but that does help us and it really makes a big difference in our SEO. If for whatever reason you leave us a bad review, there's another button there that says get directly in contact with us. It is deeply important to me personally that everyone has a good experience with the company. Whatever the problem is, whether it's from the website or the product or whatever, if you have problems, please, please, please reach out to us. We will make things right. We will do everything in our power to fix the problem. Whether that's recrafting, refunding, we will take care of you. Please, before you leave us a bad review, give us an opportunity to make it right. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising, always has been, always will be, so please tell your friends and family about the company. If you want a little something for doing that, be sure to log in at the top of our website with the little person icon, and then in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little circle, oval. When you click on that, it'll open up the rewards tab. You'll be able to see all of the rewards points you've earned called Murdy Creative Cash. That Creative Cash is 10% back on any purchase you make, and you can spend that Murdy Creative Cash on anything in our store. So it's a great way to be able to get a little something extra for being a return customer. Also, there's a shareable link in the bottom there. That shareable link, when you give that to your friends and family, they get $10 off their first purchase, and you get $10 of in-store credit when they make that purchase. So it's a great way to help the company and helps you and helps your friends. So be sure to do that. If you have any podcast topics you want to hear more about, send them my way. I'm always happy to talk about just about anything, and I want to give you guys what you're looking for. So please send us an email, reach out. We would be happy to talk about things. If you're looking for multiple binders, for journals, folios, gifts, anything we sell, please do feel free to check out our bulk discount program. It is built directly into the cart. So all you need to do is add any product to your cart. You can mix and match to your heart's desire. It is only based off the total cart quantity. Once you get to that final total cart quantity, you can hit checkout and it'll auto detect the quantity and apply the proper discount for that quantity in the cart right directly. If for whatever reason you don't know exactly what quantity you need, but you want to know more about the discount program, please do feel free to reach out to us, sales@murdycreative.co. We'd be happy to help. If you're looking for a custom engraved item, we have no minimum order quantities and no setup fees. It's just a simple flat fee, normally $15 per item. And that is pre-bulk discount. So if you're going to get a whole bunch of them, it can actually go down quite a bit from that $15. So if you want to go check out and get a custom product, go to any of the product pages on our website. Click Add Custom Logo. That'll take you to the custom product version of that. There's an Add Custom Logo button there that will launch the customizer. Once you're in that customizer, you can add designs, you can add text, you can resize, rotate, reposition things, and then hit add to your cart when you're all done. It'll auto detect that design, and then when you make that purchase, it saves that design that you made directly with the order itself. So that when we go to make it, all we need to do is pull up that design and just put it right on the binder or journal or folio. And that allows for us to not have to do any editing. It can do it exactly how you wanted it. So be sure to check that on our website. If for whatever reason you don't see that button that says add custom logo, do feel free to send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co. That's sales@murdycreative.co with the words custom order in your subject line or something similar. Please include the product you're interested in as well as any additional logos or designs or graphics or anything. And we'd be happy to create a custom mockup for you as well as an order link that you can use for that specific item. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day and goodbye.